Okay, hello there again, YouTube. I had an interruption. So, yeah. Anyway, you probably been wondering what's been going on, or you haven't, but you're probably wondering what I'm going to do next, what I plan to upload next. My next upload will be N.O.R.E, the one fan a day, N.O.R.E. Even though I haven't dropped them, it's been done ever since mid-December, yeah, but I haven't uploaded yet, so. But the next thing after that I will do, so he can get his, I kind of want to do it. I was kind of either doing that or Khaleesi's album, and I decided just to do Danny, because, you know, Danny's not as much, he's a guy that raps, this is where he's Danny, spelled, you know, D-A-N-N-Y, and it raps with an exclamation point at the end. His name is Daniel Swain. He makes beats. He's a beat producer, and a rapper, and he's really good at what he does. I love his samples. People compare him to Kanye West, sometimes in negative, sometimes in positive light, but definitely I think it's wasn't a positive light, because his samples are very well produced, and you know, they're well taken care of in certain ways. He's African American, you know, from South Carolina. I don't know, I think he's in Atlanta now. So he signed to Def Juke, even though they have yet to really do anything with him. He's dropped about 12 albums worth. I'm not saying it's 12 albums worth of original material, but I know he has 5 albums out right now of original rapping material. He has 3 albums of instrumental called the Dream Series, Interrupted, Fulfilled, and Extinguished, and a Greatest Hits album, which he did himself. And Behind the Beats was pretty much nothing but his actual hip-hop rapping albums, nothing but the beats behind it and stuff like that. All that which has been released on his label, 1911, better known, 1911 being the year of the Kappa Alpha Psi founder, you know, came to being, and Bedenoff, which I'm pretty sure is from Rocky and Bullwinkle's Boris Bedenoff. He's probably a fan of that. I haven't looked too much in that. Pretty much like electronic, hip hop, alternative. That's probably my favorite genre as of far, alternative hip hop. You know, I like posting stuff that's hard to find, and guys who don't waste my time or talent or anything else. I'm not saying talent, but I'm saying they definitely have talent, and you know, it doesn't seem like a waste of time, and he's real good at what he does. So I plan to upload him next. The picture is of him from Wikipedia. It's a trademark wearing style, pretty much in his mid-20s by now. So he dropped the college kicked out after, well, he got kicked out of college for some scandal. But besides that, you know, he's had, I plan to upload all his studio material album. Basically, I plan to upload College Kicked Out, Food, which means Finding Our Own Destination. As a matter of fact, here goes the title track from Charm, which is his 3rd album, and called the Breakthrough album, which I also think is probably his most successful album, because he just does it so naturally. It comes off so smooth, like, you know, this is his beat happening right here. It's called Charm. He actually has excellent samples compared to Kanye West in negative views and positive views, but I think it's seen as positive. He's always garnered people. There are those haters who do hate on him. That say haters, that means you're doing something right, of course. But you know, he does very positive beats and stuff like that. They're real good. They're sampled, but they're excellent. This is from Michael Jackson's covers. Everybody Is Somebody's Fool, from Michael Jackson's Ben album. He does real good with his samples. I think. Then there's And I Love Her, the original motion picture soundtrack. It's called And I Love Her. Really shortened to that. You know, by then Charm, he gained a partner, Alex Goose. But Alex Goose only really produced like 1 or 2 of the songs. Then the other producer was G-Test and whatever you can credit to the samples. And then the other one was Alex Goose. I don't know who else produced anything other than him, Alex Goose. And Where Is Danny? Currently his album that I don't think it's been ever put out. I think it's one of those albums again that has been put out by Danny himself, independently. 1911, Bedenoff, because let's face it, I don't think Def Juke is really doing anything with him, even though he's probably like one of the best guys they have signed in a long time. And I've heard Dizzy Rascal, I don't really like him that much, or maybe he just has to grow on me, but whatever. The point is, you know, they're not really doing nothing with him for real, so I'm waiting for him to come out. And I have acquired Where Is Danny. He posted himself on his Facebook. Danny is really good, so I'm gonna post all his stuff, well, his 5 material albums anyway, because I've gained a hold. I mean, you can find The College Kicked Out relatively, well, you can find all of them relatively easy, except for Food. Food is kind of hard. I mean, you can, but I use, it was like a Rapid Share from Rapid Library, most of them, how I found most of them. And, College Kick, the Food Finding Our Own Destination, the second album, is not really found that way, but you can probably find it if you do. I just went ahead and bought mine on iTunes. Then I loop toed around it by, if you burn a CD, then the CD can burn, and then you can add it to your Windows Media Player, therefore creating WMV files or MP3 files that aren't locked into iTunes. So I'm going to do it like that, and I probably will be releasing, depending on, I'm just really posting these to post these because I like them and I think he should get out there. And I'm thinking it's like a certain self-promotion. I do post rare, hard stuff, fine stuff. I take pride in that, so I will do that. And I do plan to do that. I will post them, and that's just all I know to it. But I will do that, and depending on how good, because there's one other guy who has. And I love her. I don't know if it's posted in its entirety, but you know, I will do that. I'll post all this stuff, and depending on how those first 4 albums go, 5 albums, I'm sorry, go, I will post the instrumentals, which I think needs to be posted, because other than that, that's pretty much where all his original stuff is. Now, instrumental, of course, I'm not gonna post them right away because the sheer fact is they cost money, and you know, no point in doing a donation, because you know, I'm not one of those guys that has to PayPal donations, because of course you can just buy them yourself. But you know, on iTunes they cost $10 each. One's 45 minutes, the other one is like 60 hours. I mean, not 60 hours, but 60 minutes. Oh, pretty much an hour, and one's a little under an hour. Interrupted is basically like 2 minutes per beat. 45 minutes in total. Fulfilled is 60 minutes, and Extinguished really was supposed to come out in America, but it never did. And for some reason, it came out in Japan like a year and a half later. Interrupted came out in UK first, and then it went a year after it came out in US, and then Fulfilled never just came out in the US. It came out in the UK. And next I plan to post Khaleesi's, all 3 of her albums, I think. I'm definitely sure I want to post Kaleidoscope and Wonderland, because I've seen Kaleidoscope, and it's not, no one has posted in its full entirety just for convenience sakes. And Wonderland, I've seen it, and I don't like how it's posted. It's posted of different women entirely, and it's just not her. I just don't like the way it's posted. Why post different women, post them, and you know, I also do like to give credits, and there's a lot of reasons behind why I just don't like it. It just bothers me in some way. But I will do that, and I'm thinking like in between those, so I'll post Khaleesi's, definitely post Khaleesi's Kaleidoscope and Wonderland in between those Danny's, depending, so it's like 8 total. Well, I'm doing 5 now, so I'll post them probably in between time and come out with some rare, or try to find people I like between that time, when it's all said and done. So I will do that. Next will be a video probably like my top 10 reasons why you should subscribe to my channel or anything else. I have 202 subscribers as far, and that's pretty much the news, and that's pretty much my next move, so expect that. And probably N.O.R.E, N.O.R.E's, I keep on calling N.O.R.E's reggaeton album. Expect that soon, and let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much all I want to discuss. Expect my wife watch me, and thank you. Have a nice day. This is SaturnBlade, And that's pretty much the end of my report.